Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn 25 most known words part 1 for an academic vocabulary. If you are thinking about taking the TOEFL test, the Ielts or the Gmat test, or if you're just learning English, this vocabulary is pretty useful for you. Let's begin. Breed. Breed refers to animals or plants. It's a substantive which means raise, color, cast. It's also a verb which means raise, grow, train. Example: the breed of dogs is beautiful. Strive. Strive is to make great efforts to achieve or obtain something. It's a verb which means endeavor, fight. Example: if you want to pass the test, you have to strive as much as you can. Hollow. Hollow means empty, hole, cavity, deep in, clear out. It's an adjective which means having a hole or empty space inside. It's a substantive which means a hole or depression in something. It's a verb which means form by making a hole. Example: Linda's cheeks were hollow this morning. Maybe she hasn't slept well. Rooted. Rooted. Rooted is a cause, a plant or cutting, to grow roots, established deeply and firmly. Is a verb which means root about or root. Example: fast food is rooted in American culture. Mislead. Mislead is a cause to someone to have a wrong idea or impression about someone or something. It's a verb which means deceive, fool, cheat, lead astray. Example: Johnny will mislead you to take advantage in the competition. Punish. Punish is to inflict in a penalty or sanction on someone as a retribution for an offense, especially a transgression of a legal or moral code. It's a verb which means penalize, castigate, mistreat, abuse. Example: I did wrong and I'm being punished for it. Unfocused. Unfocused is a cause to lose concentration or attention. It's an adjective which means aimless, purposeless. It's also a verb which means unable to see clearly. For example, David was unfocused in the class because he was using his cell phone. Elabor. Elabor means it involves carefully arranged parts or details, something complicated in design and planning. It's an adjective which means detailed, itemized, complex. It's also a verb which means develop, process, hammer out. Example: the key idea of the book is expressed in the title and elaborated in the text. Bewildered. Bewildered is a cause, someone, to become perplexed and confused. It's an adjective which means embarrassed, confused, silly. Example: he feels bewildered for his participation in class. Thus. Thus means as a result or consequence of this. Therefore, importance or relevance. Is an adverb which means consequence, effect, outcome, thereby, so, just like that, such. Example: Mike knocked out Justin, thus becoming champion. Moreover. Moreover means as a further matter, besides. It's an adverb which means also, beside, further. Example: Moreover, glass is electrically insulating. Look up. Look up is the action of a facility or systematic electronic information retrieval. A facility for lookup is a verb which means search, look for, seek, find out, inquire. Example: I don't know this word. I will have to look it up. Speak up. Speak up means to express one's opinion frankly and publicly. It's a verb which means speak out, speak openly, speak one's mind. Example: women have been speaking out on this issue for some time. Retain. Retain means to continue to have or hold. something or a substance. Keep possession of is a verb which means keep, preserve, conserve, save, hold on to. Example: limestone is known to retain water. Flat. Flat is level and smooth, which with no curve, high, or hollow parts, having a relatively broad level surface in relation to thickness or depth. Is a substantive which means floor, deck, map. Is also an adjective which means plain, smooth. Is an adverb which means completely, fully, thoroughly. Example: she placed the flat of her hand over her glass. Prevail. Prevail means to prove more powerful than opposing forces. Be victorious. It's a verb which means succeed, triumph, win, trump, overcome. Example: it is hard for logic to prevail over emotion. Hind. Hind means specifically of a bodily part situated at the back, posterior. Either of the two legs towards the rear of a four-legged animal is a prefix added to nouns at the back, posterior. Is an adverb which means later, subsequent, rear, posterior, after. For example, I went for a long walk yesterday and a man hind legs hurt. And my sorry about that. I went for a long walk yesterday and my my hind legs hurt. Misconception. Misconception is a view or opinion that is incorrect because it is based on faulty thinking or understanding. It's a substantive which means misunderstanding, mistake, oversight. Example: public misconceptions about AIDS remain high. Genes. Genes is informal use, is a unit of heredity that is transferred from a parent to off- offspring and is held to determine some characteristic of the offspring. Example: proteins code directly by genes. Round off. Round off is a verb which means round, round up, round down, make round, finish, complete. Example: Brian is planning to round off his speech. Carry on. Carry on means to continue, conduct, act up. It's a verb which means go ahead, go on, push ahead, press forward, press on, keep, pursue, keep up. Example: the tutor will carry on the classes tomorrow. Regardless. Regardless means without paying attention to the present situation, despite the prevailing circumstances. It's an adverb which means yet, still, at the same, all at the same, notwithstanding. It's an adjective which means insensitive, unfeeling, insensible, heartless. Example: they were determined to carry on regardless. Pupil. Pupil means a student in school. The dark circular opening in the center of the iris of the eye as well. It's a substantive which means student, pupil, disciple, schoolboy, schoolchild, junior, voter, fosterling. Example: our pupils focused on the assignment. Breathtaking, breathtaking, inspiring in quality, as to take one's breath away, is an adjective which means amazing, astonishing, outstanding, outstanding, staggering, surprising, shooting, piercing. Example: the scene was one of the breathtaking beauty. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel on the red button below. See you on the next one.